Good day to everybody out there. How are you? So it's been going over 2.5 months since I've been eating only high water content fruits only. In the midst of that, I did an 8.5-day coconut water only and herbal tea cleanse. And it's been going really well. Right now I'm doing a parasite cleanse with about 5 different herbs, and it's for 30 days. And I've been still eating just only fruit. I don't have the air conditioner on today. It's really warm. I'm sweating actually. I just realized that I lost one of my tripods and it's disturbing, but thankfully it's not like the end of the world. So I'm not gonna let it bother me so much. But what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna just prep some watermelon chunks, put them in glass containers because I ate the last amount that I had today. So I'm gonna put that watermelon in those containers here. Because one thing about this lifestyle is if you can stay prepared and have your fruit and everything already ready when you're hungry, it's easier to maintain as opposed to, and if you don't keep any junk in the house. But I do have some nuts in here and I have some dates that I'm not eating right now. That's why my nuts are stored here in the freezer. Brazil nuts, walnuts, they're also in glass containers so they don't go bad. But if you already have everything prepped and in order, you don't necessarily have to worry about grabbing something that's not really good for your system right now, if you don't have the discipline. I do have the discipline, and I don't have the urge to eat anything other than fruits right now. They're so sweet, they're so good. My body is really cleansed, still cleaning. I'm probably at the lowest weight I've been in my life as an adult right now. And I'm okay with that right now because I know that I'm eating in a particular way that's not going to allow me to gain weight. And since I'm doing this parasite cleanse, that's also keeping weight off of my body. So I'm not panicking, and I understand that once I'm done with this parasite cleanse, which I'll be done in about 9 days, this is day 21, I'm doing 30 days, and once I'm done with this, I can foresee my body picking up more weight and having my system being a lot less strained and stressed because of the cleansing that's going on with these herbs. So I'm just, watermelon is one of the things that keeps me hydrated. I love it, it's very refreshing. They're sweet, they're seeded, and overall, just one of the most hydrating fruits on the planet. And it'd be crazy to be eating these right now. Oh, this one's kind of bad in the back, but it's okay. Hopefully it tastes good. It's not really super sweet. I don't really like to waste my time on watermelon that's not sweet. Man, I can't believe I'm sweating so much. Oh, shit, but that's okay. It's just the body expelling toxins and trying to cool off. Oh, goodness. Anyhow, let's get this cut up. I'm gonna put them in, I want to put them in a trash bag here in the house, trash can in the house. So we're gonna bag these up in another bag here. Sit that right here. So I think, I can't remember if one of these quarter pieces fills up one of these half-gallon jars, but we'll see. And if I didn't have so much fruit, then I would probably just eat this or cut it in half like this and eat out of it like a bowl. And then if I get full, then I just put it back in the fridge and put a plate on top of it. But I have so much papaya, I have so many mangoes, and I like to eat the watermelon in the morning or the rising as soon as I wake up. Or not as soon as I wake up, but after I work out, as if I'm gonna work out. But that'll be the first thing I have is some watermelon. And then I'll have some papaya, or maybe I'll have some more watermelon. And then I'll have some papaya. And then after the papaya, later on when it's dinner time, I'll have the mango, because the mango is what takes the longest to digest. Papaya and the watermelon are very quickly digestible. So we get them out of the way throughout the morning and throughout the afternoon. And then at night, we'll let the mango just take its time. Although mango kind of digests more quicker than lots of fruits, it still just has a lot of pulp and it takes a little longer to digest as opposed to the watermelon and the papaya. And I'm okay with that. I usually don't like to just eat the watermelon if it's not sweet. This one isn't sweet, but after I drink those bitters in the rising, oh my goodness, the watermelon tastes really good. So it's a perfect, I'm okay that it's not the most sweetest, but I wish it was sweet because I love sweet watermelon. And what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start buying some more key limes and putting those on top of the watermelon and the mangoes and the papaya. Just squirt those on top of the watermelon, mango, and use the juice. I've always used to do that when I was back in LA and put those in my water, but I got away from it here. I use them in my salads, but I just was reading up how important they are. I was like, you know what, let me just start adding these in because I'm not having salads right now. So that means I'm not getting the key limes. And I don't just eat key limes out of the key lime just to eat it. It's not something I've ever done. Like an orange. Since this one's filled up, let me put it in the fridge. I'm thankful that I don't really get much cravings because that's a really big battle. When you have the craving for some cooked food, nobody's here to stop me from having it. But to have the integrity, well, first of all, it's to not have the cravings. That's a big, huge thing. And then, well, first, to have the integrity, because that's, if you have the integrity, it doesn't matter if the cravings come up. You're still gonna just adhere to what you set out to do. And I've been doing that. And I've already explained it on video for 4 days. I got away from it, not away from the fruits, because I still have fruits every day. Of those days, I just had a salad. And I had some cooked vegan food 2 of those days. Maybe one. Well, 2. There were some chickpeas on that one salad. And then the next, in one of those days, I just went and got some vegan food outright back in June. But essentially, I've been doing this thing all high water content fruits. And I see now that the fruits are really just so cleansing because it has taken everything off of my body. And now I've hit a place to where my weight has stabilized for the most part. I haven't lost anymore, and that's really good. And I'm not gaining either. Periodically, if I'll have too much mango. The other day, I mixed the mango with some berries and I had a smoothie bowl. That was the first time I mixed a meal. Well, no. I mixed some grapes. I was eating them. I had some grapes and some cherries in one setting. And then one night I had some grapes, cherries, and blueberries in one setting. And that really wasn't good on the system. I think I was still kind of going through the beginning stages of the parasite cleanse, and it was just a whole lot of bloatedness that came after that. And I realized I won't do that anymore. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if it was the skin from the berries and the grapes or what, but essentially I just stopped eating or combining the meals because I don't like feeling bloated. You want to eat, but then it's like you can't eat because you're bloated, and if you put anything else on your system, it's just going to make it feel even worse. So, but for the most part, this has been a majority, I'm going to say 98 to 99% mono fruits meals, mangoes. If it's just mango tonight, I'm just having mango like I did last night. And it's like, how can you get tired of eating something so sweet? Even if the watermelon was super sweet, and it's not like super dull either, but why would I ever get tired of it? Why would I? So, and the papaya, I tell you, my top 5 fruits: mango, papaya, watermelon, berries, and watermelon, papaya, mango, berries, and grapes. I put berries and grapes in the same category. And coconut. They're right here. I've been having all of that, except for coconut. I stopped drinking that after the 8.5 days. Why? Because I've been just getting all my water from the fruit. There's no need to buy. Because what's going to happen is if I buy a couple gallons of coconut water, or a gallon, it defeats the purpose. It's going to just sit in the fridge, or I'm going to drink that and I'm not going to eat. Which is nothing wrong with not eating. That's probably the best way to go if you're trying to cleanse the body, is to eat less, which is what they say, to eat less on the cleansing. So it's probably the best way to go. But I just did 8.5 days of that only, which was great, which was really good. I ain't even gonna lie. I was going to actually extend it to 10 days. But then I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and break it. Maybe the next time. I don't know. The elder Dr. Arish Latam, every year for his birthday, he does whatever age he is, and he'll do that amount in juice cleansing. So if he's 78 this year, he'll do 78 days of juice cleansing. And I was thinking, you know what? Maybe I'll do that for my birthday. I'll add, and maybe I'll just do coconut water, because coconut water is very nutritious. You feel a lot better than just doing a water fast, and your digestive system is still asleep. Pretty much. You're not utilizing it to process any food. You get a little bit of sugars and everything. You get your electrolytes. So you're not necessarily sluggish. And the cleaner the body gets, the less it needs to actually feel great. And that's where I'm at right now. I can feel my body just operating off of a lot less. I would have thought I'm over 2.5 months now, with the exception of those 4 days of just all fruit. This is incredible. And the one thing that I haven't really done is worked out consistently. For the last 3 weeks I did. And then last week I kind of tailed off. My body kind of started to say, you know what, just take a rest right now, get it together, and get back to working out after the parasite cleanse, when those herbal teas aren't utilizing so much of your energy to break down and on the inside for cellular cleansing, because my organs are working really hard right now on the internal to dispel of those parasites, especially with the usages of the actual herbal concoctions that I'm using. They're very strong. But I feel like I have really no appetite, none almost. Yes, I do get an appetite, but it's just really feeling like my body is operating just off of really pure cellular energy for the most part. And that's amazing. And ultimately, that's where I would like to be, where I can just probably eat 1 meal a day and be fine with some coconut water throughout the day. But I think that when I add working out, of course, my body is going to want to utilize more. And who knows, because Orville Douglas, the elder, who I think is 63 this year, been doing fruits only for years, mono meals. You never know what someone's doing in their house, but you can pretty much get a good indication based on their, some things, not all, because some people you never know. I don't put anything on my skin. And that's a result of these foods. And Orville, he pretty much, his skin lets me know that he's, if not 100% fruit all the time, he's very high in fruits all the time. I'm gonna take him at his word and say it's 100%. But you can look at someone's skin and pretty much get these, you can see it. Oh man, he's doing something else. He's doing something different that everybody else ain't doing out here. And I love that about what's going on with my skin and how I'm actually like, it's just an incredible thing. I'm loving it. I don't know where I was going with that. And not only your skin, but your body. Like a lot of people out here, and that's why it's like, we have taken, first of all, let's just say this. I think that if you're raw vegan and even if you're eating a whole bunch of things that are not as healthy as some raw vegans, it is what it is. Salute to you. You're not putting a dead animal in your body, and period. Let's just leave it like that. You're not putting a dead animal in your body, and you're not putting that dairy. Even though processed foods can be just as harmful as that stuff. But you can look at a lot of raw vegans out here, quote unquote, supposed to be fruitarians or frugivores, and they just have a lot of weight on them. And it makes me question certain things. But then it's like, well, that's none of my business either. Just because someone else is raw vegan and they are overweight or looks a little bit more thicker, and it's clear that you can see that those folks are actually eating a higher volume lifestyle, and it's not just high water content fruits. It's a lot of avocados, it's a lot of squashes and nuts and seeds and things of that nature, which is nothing wrong with that for them. But for me, that stuff keeps me heavy, and it makes my system feel like it's working really hard just to maintain and to get through. And I don't really like that. And I've never really felt what it feels like to go a long time with just fruit and have the body operating on an optimal level. You know what I'm saying? I've done 14-day water fast, but that was in the beginning when I was still fresh into the lifestyle and there was still a lot of gunk in the intestinal walls and the colon that has been sitting there for decades. So I have yet to feel what the body is supposed to feel on a really optimal level, where the digestive tract is just super clean and you're just operating on a whole nother frequency. I don't know what that feels like. And I want to experience that. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what it feels like to wake up in a pure state of high voltage, as opposed to grogginess and fog and lacking energy and no mental clarity. I know what that feels like. I don't want to feel like that. I want to feel like, damn, I'm superhuman. Well, bags got holes in them, man. I didn't think that one has a hole in it. But anyway, I think that what I'm doing right now is taking me more in that direction. Eventually, I'll get back into having salads and all that stuff. Eventually, for sure. I love salads. I love leafy greens. And the thing is, people say, it's always levels to everything. And when you look at a leafy green, there's nothing about it that looks appealing. I don't get the feeling, or I don't want to just go outside and grab leafy greens and eat them. Now, the mangoes, absolutely. I would love to be able to go out, which I can go out, but right now, mango season is coming to an end. So all of those mangoes are, unless you had plenty of trees and you actually, different kind of trees. There's some trees that I see that are still actually producing mangoes. Or maybe that was just the only time they produced this year, but there's a couple trees that I've seen that have some really healthy looking mangoes on them. I'm like, wow. But all of mine, I think there may be a few. So I've been getting my mangoes from out at the village and they have been great. Oh, so good. So thankful. And my papaya tree is getting ready to bear its first fruit. So I'm happy about that and excited, because papayas grow here all year round. And that's one of my top 5 fruit. And man, if I get papayas growing all year, my bananas will probably be ready in about 4 or 5 months. I'm just scared to come into a space with the papayas and the bananas. I'll be able to eat all now I'm not even having any bananas right now. I bought 3 avocados to utilize the seeds, because I want to plant them. I think I got 1 avocado tree growing right now. I had a few that I planted, but one of them got damaged. So I got damaged from the weed eater. So it's only 1 that we had to prune really hard. I probably wouldn't have done it that much if I'd known what I know now. But damn it, lots of watermelon juice. But that's okay, you learn. So I wouldn't have done that to the avocado tree had I known. But that was at the advice of a quote unquote professional or expert, which it may work out, and it'll probably work out better in the long run that we did do that already and do that now. I think we did that last summer. Yeah, it's been about a year. It's growing back. Lots of coconut trees, they're all fruiting, but not all. There's 11 or 12, well, we got 6 here, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think there's 10 of them producing. So these will be breakfast in the rising. Not all of them, of course. This will take me a couple days to finish. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these grapes into a glass container. I just bought these today. Seeded grapes, of course. It's not seeded, we don't need it. I really like to grow some grapes, but difficult to get these seeds to germinate. I had just started. I usually rinse all my grapes off before I eat them, so it's okay. But I'm getting away from the plastic as much as possible. Watching Fully Raw Christina speaking about how much microplastics are everything kind of prompted me and inspired me to go get a bunch of glass containers. I've already had those gallon ones that I just put the watermelon in, but I went and got these a couple weeks ago, and what the heck? They've been working just fine. Let's do this. And I like to get some more of these and put all my herbs in them. Because my herbs are in bags too, but I don't know, they're almost like a paperish, but maybe the glass will be able to, I can consolidate and save a little bit more space in the cabinets. Grapes are one of those powerhouses in the fruit kingdom. Not as hydrating as watermelon, but they have a lot of active compounds in them that keeps you looking younger for longer. Again, I usually will wash all my fruit off before I eat it, so this is coming straight out of the bag into here. I'm not rinsing it off now and then rinsing it off again. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So I'll just throw them all in. And I learned my lesson with rinsing fruits off right after you get them from the store, and it kind of makes them go bad quicker. So I'll just rinse them off when I'm ready to eat them. You know what I mean? People say, I don't have time to prep. I gotta work. And the reason why you have to work is because bills. And you don't have yourself set up with an income system that is gonna take care of you without those bills. Well, it's at the bottom. Which is one of the things that I did. Made sure that I set myself up with some assets to give me some funds, even though I don't necessarily need a lot of funds right now. And I don't have a whole lot of assets right now to generate, but I have enough to talk about and leverage and still actually make some funds off as I speak without having to lift a finger. All right. So, I also bought some of these mangosteens. Very expensive, $15 a pound. I just got those for the seeds. Because there's no way I'm gonna be paying $15 a pound for some mangosteen. I could probably go to the nursery and get some of this in a tree form, but they do so much damage to the trees at the nursery that they never grow the right way. And it's almost like, I don't really wanna come here and do business with you anymore if this is what you're doing to your fruit trees. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess the next thing I'll have to start doing is getting cleaner things to clean the dishes with. Get out of the plastic with that. Another thing Christina was talking about on her video was not using incense and start using diffusers, and that's what I've been using here for the last, since February or March. Because at first it used to be just a lot of incense. And then the health food store here, they started carrying those. And we got one, this one, and then we got another one. And I like them, to be honest with you. I like them, I do. Next, we're going to cut the papaya, which is really ripe and ready. Look, I bought some soursop, right? Almost a month ago, and I was gonna eat it. And then I realized that my digestive system, not even a month ago, I'm sorry, because I just finished the fast. But right after I finished the fast, I think a week later, I bought some soursop. And I realized that I can't even eat the daggone soursop because it has so much fiber in it, and my digestive system is so delicate that it's just not gonna break it. It's gonna break it down, but it's gonna make me feel so bloated all day because of these other herbal remedies that I'm using that are actually working so hard. So I try to store it in the fridge, and it was just like, or the fridge, and then I just put it in the freezer. And I was like, you know what? I might as well just throw it out. Chalk it up as a loss, and because they're not as expensive as they are in the States. They could be $13 a pound in Los Angeles. Here, they're $3 a pound. So it's not like, that's a $10 saving. So I was like, and then I have a soursop tree that I started, so that'll take a lot of pressure off the pockets. And I just put 4 more seeds in a pot downstairs last week. I think they take some weeks to germinate. You could tell this papaya is gonna be really, really sweet. At least I hope it is. But the last 2 that I opened that came from this same batch, ooh, so delicious. I still got 1 more left in there. 1 more thing that I had, and I'm gonna save that for tomorrow, and then I'll have this with it. I got 1 more thing left. I usually like to eat 2 of them. Depends on how hungry I am. If I'm hungry, then I'll eat 2. I'll have 1, let it digest, and about an hour later, I'll have some more, or 35 to 40 minutes later, I'll have some more, right? This is a big thing of water here. That's what I mean by water your health. Water your health. And now I'm getting ready to just start using the water your wealth. We're gonna get some things going on with that. And it's coming very, 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 very soon. Water your wealth. We like to water our plants. We like to water our, wash our car and water our bodies and all that stuff. You could tell this one is sweet. You can tell. I'm excited. It's like when you get that sweet fruit, it's like going to waste at all. All these seeds. I got so many papayas. Like I don't even need these seeds, but That's what I did. I grabbed the seeds out of those papayas that was really good, and I tore them. I put them in a pot or in bags. We put them in bags, plastic bags at the time, and them grew. I do gonna grow. I don't. And now, see, and we got so much land to still plant things on. Like, I'm telling you, Christina's just so inspiring. I'm talking about fully raw Christina. She has a farm. We got about the same size of farm. She's in Hawaii. She's raw vegan. I don't consider myself raw vegan, but do eat a lot of high water content foods. Guess you can call me a raw vegan at this point since I haven't had any cooked food in a while, but just inspired me so much, like all those fruit trees on her land. And I was like, man, you know what I want to do? Like, I want to have a bunch of fruit trees and grow my own food and live in a tropical location and eating coconuts every day. And now that I'm here, now before I started this fruit thing, I was having coconuts every day. And I will get back to my coconuts every day. I'm just thankful. If they were all, like I do got a tree right now and I can go get some coconuts off of. I can probably get about 3-4 gallons, maybe more. I don't know, it's hard, it's deceptive. When you get up there and you see them, it's like a lot more. And then I planted more coconuts. I planted some dwarf ones. And in about 5 years, this place is gonna be loaded and loaded with a bunch of fruit trees. And I can't wait. I can't wait, but it's gonna be really, really amazing. Look how easy it is to slice. This is how easy it is to digest. You want things on your digestive system that are very, very easy to break down, very, very easy to get the minerals and nutrients from, so you don't have to spend all day being sluggish and tired after you eat. That's what you want from your food. You don't want to be sitting here like about, you know, itis. And after you eat some lunch, you're ready to take a nap. Who wants to live like that? I don't. The last time I ate today was what? So 1:30? 1:30. I don't like to eat too close together. Even though it's all fruit, I like to give my digestive system a chance to rest a little bit before I put more in it. Like the watermelon takes 30 to 45 minutes to digest, or to leave the stomach. I shouldn't say digest. I usually like to at least wait that amount of time before I put anything else in my stomach, 30 to 45 minutes. And then these, same thing. They take about 30 to 45 minutes to leave the stomach and leave into the small or large intestines. And then they're off and on their way. But once they're leaving the stomach, that's when I'll throw them in. Oops, something's on this one that's really, really hard. I'm gonna cut that out. Looks nasty. Yeah, this part here. And I used to buy the papayas in LA. Not all of them, but some of those papayas, I would take the peeling off and eat just under, and it would be like, you could taste the chemicals on that papaya. You could taste most of these papayas here, they coming off somebody's tree and going straight to the veggie stand. So you getting real live, good papaya that are actually really, really good for the body. Yeah, let's taste it. Oh, I'm so happy I got this papaya because I know it's good. I hope those new ones that I bought. And I got 2 more in the fridge that are ready to be cut. I'm gonna probably cut them tomorrow, but I'm putting them in the fridge so they don't go bad. Those are from the same stock as this. I don't know about those new ones. She said they was, but you tell you anything damn near down here, they get you to buy. I was like, these the same ones from Thursday? Today's Monday. And she was like, but they look different. They big like these, but they still look a little different. And I've never bought a good, I'm telling you, this whole time, I done probably bought like 10 cantaloupe. None of them have been sweet. One has been borderline sweet. None of them have been sweet. Very disappointed in the cantaloupe. I don't get it. I just don't get it. What's wrong with these cantaloupe here? What motherfucker gotta do to get some good cantaloupe? And they're expensive. I think they're, what are they? $2 a pound. So it's like you buying that cantaloupe, get home, and if they could be more than 2, but I think they're $2 a pound. Get home and it's like, why? What in the F? So I just stopped. I planted some more seeds of cantaloupe. One thing about this garden thing, you gotta be really patient with it. And I've failed a few times. I've learned a few times, let's just say I failed. And I realized that when it does decide to get to where I need it to be, it'll be a good thing because I'm not giving up. I got a new garden bed started out there. But the cantaloupes I've been putting in the ground. I haven't put them in the garden beds. Let's do this. Got the papaya. Do that down here. Actually, we can put them up here. Actually, no, we can put them in the bottom. I should probably cut those mangoes as well, but I'll do those tomorrow. Got a lot of mangoes. Why is this not going? Mangoes, mangosteen, papaya, avocados, so I can plant the seed. And that's it, ladies and gents.